Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The French defense prepares for d5, but blocks in the light-squared bishop in exchange for a strong center and counter-attacking chances. Their bishop comes into play, attacking the center. You overlooked an opportunity to prepare a bishop for development. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. You are threatening to tactically win a pawn. They've brought their piece into play while forcing your queen to retreat. You found a safer square for your queen. They chose kingside castling, getting their king out of the center and activating a rook. This move activates your knight to strengthen control over the center. They made one of the top moves in this position. Develops the knight and attacks the center. They kick your queen with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. For sure you had to move away from the threat. They are threatening to win a queen by trapping a piece. You apply pressure to your opponent's pawn chain. This is a fair trade. You missed an opportunity to recapture a piece. You allowed the opponent to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a queen. They missed a chance to tactically win a pawn. Playing the same piece again slows down your progress in the opening. They exchange pieces of equal value. You have an isolated pawn which can be a weakness. They overlooked an opportunity to win a bishop through a fork. Correct, of course. Move away from danger. This move allows you to capture their vulnerable rook. You missed an opportunity to capture a vulnerable rook. You are now able to win a knight through a fork. You missed an opportunity to win a knight through a fork. This is the only move that works. This is a fair trade. You are threatening to win a bishop through a fork. They overlooked an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. You missed an opportunity to castle to the same side as the opponent. They are threatening to tactically win a rook. Oops, you gave up a rook. Capturing your hanging rook. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Their pawn attacks your rook, kicking it out of its current position. This moves your rook to a safer square. Their move is losing material. You are threatening to tactically win a queen. You are now able to win a rook by pinning a piece to the king. You pinned the other player's piece to the king, which you are now able to. You pinned the other player's piece to the king, which will win you a rook. You are now able to win material through a fork. You missed an opportunity to win material through a fork. This move left their pawn hanging. You captured that free pawn. This is the only good move. They move their king out of the check from your rook. You captured a vulnerable rook. They are threatening to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. You permitted the opponent to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. They overlooked an opportunity to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. You allowed the opponent to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. There was only one good move, but you were moving fast and didn't see it. You are now able to force eventual checkmate. They missed a chance to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades, Your opponent will be forced into checkmate if you find the right moves. That knight was yours for the taking. That was the only move. You continue the checkmate attack. That was the only move. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. That was the only move. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. They stopped the check by interposing a piece between your queen and their king. You missed an opportunity to checkmate the king. They blocked the check from your queen. Clearly, you don't want to leave your queen in danger. You are now able to checkmate the king. You overlooked an opportunity to checkmate the king. They played one of the best moves here. You're still on the road to checkmate. I like their choice. You continue the checkmate attack. You want to... They move... You continue the checkmate attack. You want a pawn for free. They move their king out of the check from your queen. You're still on the road to checkmate. They made one of the top moves in this position. You continue the checkmate attack, creating a pawn chain. You're still on the road to checkmate. You get a chance to checkmate the king. You missed an opportunity to checkmate the king. They played one of the best moves here. You overlooked an opportunity to checkmate the king. Takes back. You missed an opportunity to checkmate the king. They are right on target. You continue the checkmate attack. That was the only move. Your move gets closer to checkmate. That was the only move. You're still on the road to checkmate. They played the strongest move available. You continue the checkmate attack. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. You did it, nice checkmate.